Hey everyone, welcome back to English Simplified Now. I'm your teacher for today's very important episode, and today, I'm sharing something I think a lot of you will relate to, my personal journey to becoming fluent in English. After 10 years of studying, I've learned so much along the way about myself, about the learning process, and about the incredible rewards of staying committed. And I want to share these lessons with you so that you can reach fluency faster and with fewer setbacks. Let's jump right into it. Section 1. Personal Journey. When I first started learning English, I thought it would be just about memorizing vocabulary and grammar rules. But of course, there was so much more to it. In the beginning, I struggled a lot. I'd learn new words only to forget them a few days later. And even though I could read pretty well, speaking was a whole different challenge. It was frustrating, and I almost gave up several times. But over the years, I made some important realizations that changed everything. First, I learned that language learning isn't just an academic skill, it's a lifestyle. That's when things started to shift for me. I learned the value of consistency, of setting small goals, and of making English a regular part of my daily life. And I'm going to break down exactly how I did that so you can try these techniques yourself. Section 2. Practical advice for language learning success. Let's dive into some actionable steps that can really help you get better at English no matter where you're starting from. 1. Set realistic and clear goals. The first lesson I learned is to set goals that are both clear and realistic. I remember starting out with this vague goal of becoming fluent, but having no idea what that meant. Instead, I started breaking it down. 1 month, I focused on mastering greetings and introductions. Another month, I worked on improving my listening by watching English movies with subtitles. These small, achievable goals kept me motivated and gave me a sense of progress. So, think about what specific areas you want to improve, whether it's speaking, listening, or vocabulary, and focus on those one at a time. 2. Embrace consistency, not perfection. Consistency is far more important than aiming for perfection. It's better to spend 10 minutes every day speaking English than to cram hours of study once a week. For me, small daily habits like reviewing flashcards or listening to an English podcast during my commute made a huge difference. Over time, these small efforts add up, and you'll start seeing improvement without even realizing it. 3. Use English in real-life situations. One of the most effective things I did was to start using English in real-life situations, even when it felt uncomfortable. I would chat with native speakers online, order my coffee in English, or even just talk to myself in English about my day. Real-life practice is essential because it forces you to think in English and to get used to the language in a way that's authentic. Don't worry about mistakes. They're part of the process. 4. Overcome the fear of making mistakes. Mistakes are not failures, they're stepping stones. I remember being so afraid of saying something wrong or looking silly. But as soon as I stopped caring about being perfect, I made more progress. Try to see mistakes as opportunities to learn. Every time I messed up, I'd learn something new. Whether it was a better way to phrase something or a new word I hadn't thought of, don't let fear hold you back. Embrace it as a sign that you're challenging yourself. 5. Practice speaking, even if it's just to yourself. Speaking practice is crucial, and there are a lot of ways to do it. I know it can feel intimidating to speak with others, especially if you're still building confidence, but there are some easy ways to get started. Try speaking English to yourself at home. Describe what you're doing as you do it, or record yourself speaking and listen back. This can help you get comfortable hearing yourself in English and identifying areas for improvement. Gradually, this practice helped me become more fluent and natural when I did speak with others. Section 3. Effective language learning strategies. Now, let's talk about some specific strategies that helped me along the way. 1. Immersion techniques. I found that immersion was a game changer. This doesn't mean you have to travel to an English-speaking country, though that can be great if you have the opportunity. Instead, surround yourself with English as much as possible. Change the language on your phone to English. Listen to English songs and watch English shows or YouTube channels. The goal is to make English feel natural and familiar so that using it becomes second nature. 2. Use technology and language apps. Apps like Duolingo, Memrise, and Anki really helped me reinforce what I was learning. I'd spend just a few minutes each day practicing vocabulary and sentence structures, and it helped to keep my skills sharp. Language learning apps can be great for structured practice, and they often gamify learning so it's more enjoyable. 3. Set up a language journal. One tool I can't recommend enough is a language journal. Every day, I'd write a few sentences in English, even if it was just about what I did that day or something I was feeling. Over time, this helped me practice my writing and organize my thoughts in English. Plus, it's a great way to track your progress. Section 4. Motivation and encouragement for learners. I know language learning can feel like a long and sometimes discouraging journey, but don't lose hope. Remember, every small step you take is a step closer to fluency. There were so many times I felt like I wasn't making progress, but looking back now, I can see that every little bit counted. Be patient with yourself, celebrate the small wins, and keep pushing forward. To help you remember and apply these tips, I've created a free PDF you can download from the description box. It's a summary of everything we talked about, with additional tips and exercises you can use to get closer to fluency. So don't forget to grab your copy. Thanks so much for joining me today and listening to my story. I hope my experiences and advice give you the motivation to keep going on your language learning journey. Remember, fluency is achievable for everyone. If you stay consistent and make English a part of your everyday life. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with others who are learning English, and subscribe for more language learning tips and stories. Keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video.